In this video, we'll be learning about how two minor pieces can outplay a queen in the middle game, and two other mind-bending realities of material will change your perspective of chess and material forever. And this first example is coming from a Sicilian Defense, and white is doing the Marks bind setup here. So you can notice immediately that there's alignment between the bishop on g7 and the rook on a1. So black can think that they could take this pawn on e4, saying I will take this knight. If it moves it, I'll just take the rook on e1. So they can do that, and then boom, taking the rook on e1. But there's two faults with this thinking. You don't do this for two reasons. Number one, a rook and a pawn for two pieces are generally bad. The second reason is after the trade, dark squares around the black king are weak and compromised. Therefore, white has a lot of easy ways to penetrate and win the game. So the second position is this one. It comes from an actual game I played, and it's blocked to move. And you can notice that we have an alignment about the king on g2 and the bishop on b7. So therefore, you can have a lot of ideas ringing in your mind that we want to clear out this diagonal to go d4 check. To do this, we have to do a sacrifice, but we have to have some criteria be met before we do this sacrifice ever. So what are the criteria of the sack working in middle games? The first one is take this two sharp pawns, in particular with the knight. Two sharp pawns, ed pawn or de pawn for the knight. So knight takes e5 for the d knight or c knight, doesn't matter. Takes there, take there. And the second criteria is you have an attack that follows up with the sacrifice. d4's coming, maybe c4's coming. A lot of things are going to be really haywire for white's position, and black is totally destroying white. The final example is this one, and it's where two minor pieces can outplay a queen in the middle game, and this is one example that actually occurred in the game. So it's white to move here. To do this, white went knight c3 to go to d5 and to attack this pawn f6. So rook e8 was played, knight d5 still happened because if the rook takes e4, the knight will take on f6. A fork will be not good for black. So black did rook e6 to defend that pawn, but bishop d4 comes into play. So black just did king g7, a really dangerous way to play. So if you're white here, what would you do? Quick action. You would need to have quick action to combat the queen. Don't do slow chess like f4 and f5. You want to do something that happened in the game. In the game, white played rook a d1. So the plan is to go this maneuver, rook d3, rook f3, and attack the pressure on this pinned pawn on f6. So the game, d6 was played, rook d3 was played, bishop b7, and rook f3 happened, and black is totally lost. The queen cannot help at all, and if he tries to do this, queen d8, just knight takes f6, and the game is in shambles for black, and white wins. So this is examples of how you can apply these reality-shattering imbalances of material that work in your favor. Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.